Hi guys,
Love it,
I'm Milena.
Lola.
We're watching Mad Men. We're watching third episode for today, or 11th episode of season 5, which is called The Other Woman, which we have reasons to believe might be about Joan.
And the reason is
Somebody commented something along about an episode in season 5. I mean, somebody commented something about the episode while we were on season 4 about the Jones episode in season 5. And I remember that, in the title, it said woman. And we're very close to finishing the season 5. So it must be this episode. You know what I mean?
I don't know
I
how
might
I
be
remember
much
this.
wrong. What?
I don't know how. I vaguely remember someone leaving a comment being excited about a episode of Joan, and then everyone in the comments being like, delete this, but it's already too late. So
yeah,
but I was like, it's fine, I'll forget. There's
No,
someone on this couch
there is
never
someone that
forgot.
will never forget an episode of Joan. But I don't remember it being like, oh, I love this episode. No, I remember it being like, oh, you're gonna really love the episode in season 5.
Like, you think it's sarcastic?
What does it mean?
Like, oh, you're gonna really love the
That is something that the person if you love Joan, then you're gonna really love the episode in season 5, something along the lines, and the title had the person wrote the title of the episode. I don't remember saying the number of the episode. That's why I didn't know the number.
Okay.
I feel like I would maybe mostly remember that and not the title if I read a number.
Okay.
But I don't remember. And then when I read that sentence, I looked at the comments and it had 10 comments, And it was like, don't delete it. Guys, too late.
And she
A spoiler queen has seen it and has never forgotten about it. You know what I mean?
So we know.
And
it's not going to do anything from my experience watching this.
No, it's not.
Fine.
It's not going to do anything, but it is going to do something. If this is not a Jones episode, if this is a Paul's episode or Harry's episode or Pete's episode, this is going to do something to me. Honestly, this is going to personally offend me. Why would you call the episode The Other Woman? You know what I mean?
Why is it The Other Woman?
Why is it The Other Woman? Literally, why is it
if it's about Joan, shouldn't it be the woman? What other?
Yeah, is she gonna be the other woman?
To who?
The guy that she met who sent her the flowers. Is that gonna be the story?
Don't send her the flowers.
Don't send her the flowers.
So, I don't think she's the other woman there.
Okay.
The other woman. What am I singing? I cannot stop singing it now, but it's like a song. And I know it from a commercial maybe or something. But what is it? What am I singing?
I mean, that's the only thing that I can think about, potentially it's gonna be a Jones episode. There is nothing else that I could speculate on. If it's not, then too bad.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact we didn't talk about the fact that she was served the divorce.
And she was.
That he is the one that
and I think it was important in that time.
Because
you had to have grounds.
Literally, you can't even get
what grounds
Betty needed to leave the state to get divorced.
And what grounds would he serve for divorce?
I'm not sure.
The cheating, is he telling that she cheated on him?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't know on what grounds they're
because
divorcing.
She was very angry at that.
I'm not sure on what grounds they're divorcing.
Why do you have to have a reason if both parties are?
But even if both parties are not, if I'm not happy in a marriage, why do I need a bigger reason?
I know,
what
but
reason do you want?
To me, okay, yes, I understand. But in that time, let's say, okay, if you're unhappy, but you need a reason. She cheated on me or he cheated. But in this situation where both parties want to get a divorce, it's insane that
I think, isn't there they state, I think they still have to state something, and they usually state something about something differences, we cannot agree. And that's fine, yeah, we are not together.
In 60s?
I think today.
Today
you still have to give something or whatever. You just say differences and that's it.
Yeah, okay. But
in the 60s, I guess not.
In the 60s, I guess
but if you're a man, maybe you can. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. But
I don't know. Maybe this episode does explain that a bit if it's about Joni. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I am excited. I cannot speculate any longer. Let's play.
Let's play the episode.
Let's see. Wow.
Oh man, this is not what I wanted to see for this episode.
What I said before.
That sounds good.
Klein doesn't want to hear the word mistress.
Mistress, the other woman.
Jaguar.
If it's about Jaguar, I'm gonna kill someone.
Me too. See, we can get disappointed, but it would be my fault.
They said they will be living in this office for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Who the fuck are you?
I told you were in charge of all ongoing business till Jaguar's done. Just handle it.
Done. Mr. Sterling bought lobster from the pond.
My girl. Outside looking in. An old man. She doesn't get lobster.
Executives will say, but I'm a hard man to please. I always feel like someone should go the extra mile. We're open to anything your heart desires.
They literally are.
The other day when we were all touring your offices, a guy was a dynamite redhead. Joan Harris. Built like a B-52. Well, I sure would like the opportunity to get to know her better.
No.
Well, a lot of guys would, but, you know,
She's a very interesting girl.
Shut the fuck up, you.
She's one of these free spirits.
So you like redheads? I think I know some.
Huh.
I like that redhead. And I think she and I would both welcome the opportunity to spend a night together.
Well, you could ask her out. It wouldn't be a conflict.
No, I'm kind of shy.
What?
All I'm saying is if it happens, it would make me happy. If it doesn't, well, no guarantees in life, right?
What?
Pete, just fucking try. Just fucking try.
Absolutely not. Why didn't you just let me tell him she was married?
Because so is he. And he already knows that.
Well, we wanted to be in the car business.
What the fuck?
I'm going in to read tomorrow for a really good part.
An audition?
You know what? Let's talk about your day.
Let's talk about your day.
I was gonna watch Carson and cry myself to sleep. You basically have to own another car to go places. So what we're saying is you're a gorgeous mistress.
So, a wife is like a Buick in the garage.
We're trying to make a weakness into a strength. We're selling to men.
No, I got it. I don't know. It sounds great.
The other woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're here early. What can I do for you?
Nothing. It's just, I got some bad news last night, and I was hoping you'd help me deliver it. I don't know what to do. He basically pledged he wasn't going to back us.
Why not?
Turns out he wanted something we're not prepared to give.
You want her to offer himself.
Yes.
I feel like I shouldn't even bring this up. We're going to lose Jaguar unless an arrangement is made, and it involves you and, well, her.
How did that come up?
He said he was crazy about you, and then he just asked. And then I thought we were past it, but... And it was quite conditional. A night with you or no vote.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
If you can think of some way to break the news to the company that we're out of this, I'd really appreciate it.
You're unbelievable.
Literally.
Oh my
Literally.
god, spit in his face.
Literally.
How would you feel if someone asked Trudy?
It seems to me that there's something that could be worth the sacrifice. We're talking about a night in your life. We've all had nights in our lives where we've made mistakes for free.
You're talking about prostitution.
I'm talking about business at a very high level. Do you consider Cleopatra a prostitute?
Where do you get this stuff?
She was a queen. What would it take to make you a queen?
I don't think you could afford it.
I hope I haven't insulted you. That's all that matters to me.
God.
I will cry of anger.
I heavily dislike him.
I don't want to look at his face
Like,
ever
I
in my
wanna punch
fucking
him.
life.
Now we can't kick kids for go.
Harry is above him.
It's Harry, and you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. A girl can't get a guy flowers.
Why would a woman buy a man anything for Valentine's Day?
I think you're right. The target of a hard day's night was men, but we can easily change that.
How do you do that?
We did not come prepared at all here.
What if it's our leather jacket hero running down the street being chased by screaming girls, and instead of jumping into a bar, he comes upon Lady Godiva on a horse, as naked as we are allowed to make her.
What's the headline?
It's something about how, you know, the right woman loves Chevalier Blanc.
So it's exactly the same, except for the ending.
And maybe
Ken.
Paris instead of London?
I love them. I love the two of them.
I can look at him.
Leave my...
Leave this
Leave this
planet.
screen.
Leave this planet.
Are you gonna tell them all?
Herb Brennett has demanded to spend a night with Joan. And I don't mean dinner and dancing.
How does everyone feel about this? Person by person, because I will murder all of you.
He's the head of the Dealers Association, and I hope you told him to take a long walk.
There's 3 votes. We only need
That's
2.
my love.
I thought about that, but all he has to do is say he can't sell cars with our campaign. So I brought up the subject with Joan.
You what?
Now, relax. seemed more amused than shocked.
Ah, sure.
And it's my opinion, if we brought her the right amount...
So you thought you'd have us in here for coffee and talk about this?
She said she'd do it?
She said we couldn't afford it.
She has a husband in Vietnam and a baby at home. And the work will be good enough to win on its own.
Plus, it's not a guarantee.
No, it's not.
You have some nerve to even ask her.
That's right. And you should be thanking me, because we've come too far and are too close to turning this place into what it should be.
I'm actually gonna hate this episode.
Over what?
I'm actually gonna fucking hate this episode.
End of discussion.
How does everyone else feel? I'd love to approach you with, say, a 10% finder's fee on the first year's commission. That's $50,000, a flattering amount which begs no negotiation.
I'm not going to stand in the way, but I'm not paying for it.
Not even with our Christmas bonuses?
Maybe Jaguar wasn't meant to be. I say we take our bonuses and move on. This is a car. You cannot put a dollar figure on its significance.
Extend our credit line.
Why don't I look into it to see what we can afford, so you may approach her in the morning with something definitive.
So, we're 75% of this company. There's no need to create a conspiracy by having a vote, is there?
Don't fool yourself. This is some very dirty business.
Let her know she can still say no.
I can't watch this.
I hope the company burns down. And I hope all of you are in it when it does.
I can't watch this.
Chevalier Blanc wants to do a pull-out. Great. Peggy was incredible.
Yes, she was.
Dive a bit on the spot.
But in the end, we're doing the same ad as before, but in Paris.
Spit it out. Ginsburg should be free by then. Has to get him out of here.
Ginsburg?
What?
I thought of this.
Has everyone lost their minds?
So I guess I'm not in charge of everything.
Jesus. Peggy, you know what? You want to go to Paris? Here. Go to Paris.
What the fuck is happening? Let's quit. Let's quit. Take Joan, quit. Burn this place down.
I didn't think that.
What, we're all suddenly interested in each other's lives?
I am
I
so.
know for a fact Jaguar's not going to happen. And he probably...
My sweet boy. They are insane.
Take to Paris. And if I don't, we'll both get out of here.
You and your stupid pact. Save the fiction for your story.
I'm literally gonna cry.
Me too.
Ken, you're my number one.
Literally, how I can't
You're the
believe I
only
said for
man
anybody
I
else that,
love
like,
and
like.
trust. I
I
cannot. I don't enter.
Don't. I can't watch this. What? Lane, what do you want?
The thing is, I will never be able to like get over this. I will never be able to get over this.
Would be disastrous for the financial health of this company. We don't want him that badly.
All right, get out.
It bears discussion.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now get out.
Well, I'm sorry that there was a discussion. When a company is planning on spending $50,000,
But like,
there needs to be a discussion.
he didn't say
Why
it.
are you talking about it?
But why does it matter if you've no intention of action?
I don't want them to know I was asked. Roger Sterling participated in this discussion?
Yes.
If you're against it, why'd you tell me that number?
That may be enough money to turn your head.
It is a lot of money, Lane. It's 4 times what I make in a year. I suppose you wouldn't even be tempted.
I would try to avoid the mistake that I've made my entire life. Every time someone's asked me what I wanted, I've never told them the truth. 3 years ago, when I was essential to the future of this firm, I settled for much less than I needed. The cash would only cripple the company and would do very little to change your future. But a partnership yielding a 5% stake in the company itself could take care of a woman and a child for a lifetime.
Here, I thought you were trying to stop this because you have feelings for me.
I knew it. I knew where it was going.
Why, I'm looking out for your interests over the company's.
The entire time when he came into the office, I was like, how can I trust anything that he says right now? Why he is doing all of this?
Good night, nobody. Good night, Mush.
I cannot.
And good night to the old lady.
I could be in a bikini and you could paint my body with spots.
Jaguar, try and tame it.
Don't try and tame it. She just comes and goes as she pleases, huh?
Ginsburg?
Yeah, I got it. I was in a great mood when I left work. Now I'm just exhausted. If and when we get Jaguar, I'm going to need an apartment in the city.
Absolutely not.
It's an epic poem for me to get home.
I have an idea. Get an apartment, you get the house, and we never see each other again.
I'm using all my energy putting my foot down.
I'm using all my energy putting my foot down. I think this episode is about everyone in the show.
No, this is peak. Peak sexism.
The refrigerator's on the fritz. I had to take everything out.
Did you call someone?
His wife won't let him come here anymore.
She's gonna need the money.
I don't want to talk about that. We can afford to have someone else fix the refrigerator, for God's sake.
Little murder's called. 4 of us got callbacks. I'm supposed to go meet the playwright tomorrow.
That's fantastic.
Good job.
You have to promise you'll come visit every weekend.
Oh my god, where?
Go to Broadway, not jail.
No, rehearsal starts in Boston in 10 days. Oh, forget it. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Boston.
Yeah, I think there's 8 weeks of rehearsals plus previews.
So you're just gonna leave for 3 months?
If they want me.
Well, forget it.
What do you think this is?
I will not survive this episode.
Gonna be
What?
singing
I will not survive this
speeches?
episode.
Maybe put on a show in the laundry room?
I have to go to work.
You never thought about it because you didn't expect me to make it.
Just keep doing whatever the hell you want.
Please come in.
Tell them I want a partnership, not silent, comprising 5% of the business.
Well,
There's no negotiation.
okay.
I want documents by the end of the day.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, I'm not guaranteeing results.
I don't think he'll have trouble performing. He's quite ardent.
I meant winning the business.
Yes, of course. Well, how do I?
Figure something out. Do I have to do all of it? Which one is he?
He's not bad.
I can't watch this. I can't watch this.
I know I'm not a manager, but it's very hard to get things done with you in another room. I know you forbid us from thinking about the mistress, but I kept imagining the asshole was going to want this car. Now, he's probably already got a lot of beautiful things.
Or maybe he thinks the car will help him get them.
And one way or another, what he has isn't enough. So no matter what, the first idea has got to be, finally, like you're getting what you wanted. The copy is still describing the car as another woman, but a woman you can't have. Good looking, expensive, fast, and frankly, not practical.
But what's the line?
Jaguar. At last. Something beautiful you can truly own.
So, you threw the money in your face?
I do.
I can never tell, Ballerina, if you're ambitious or you just like to complain.
Why can't it be both?
If this was about work and not feelings, you'd make a move.
You're right. I could take a couple of meetings and get an offer and throw that in Don's face.
Or you can do what everybody else does. Have a bunch of meetings, pick a place and leave.
Don't think I haven't thought about it.
You get to find out if you could shine elsewhere. And I know you can. And you'd let him know that you're not some secretary from Brooklyn who's dying to help out.
I don't know if I can do that.
Sure you could. You could hire a headhunter, or you could buy a friend a piece of pie. Of course, if you do move, you can't complain if I gave Draper a call on my own behalf.
What if Don finds out you helped me?
Don's a big boy. If he was having this conversation with you and he wasn't the subject of it, he'd tell you to leave in a second.
Let's leave.
I've seen the campaign, and it's something I couldn't have imagined, yet exactly what I expected.
Peggy,
100% in the fullest confidence.
I think it's a winner.
All I wanted to say was we've removed all other impediments. But you do know, no matter what else goes on, it's the creative that's going to win this.
Does he know? I mean,
I
can
think
he find out? Thank you.
It was 4-0. You abstained in absentia. The conversation doesn't end just because you leave the room.
What did you promise her?
A 5% stake as a voting partner.
I don't want it like this.
It was her idea.
God!
I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him
Hello?
ever in my life again.
God.
Did she leave?
Yes, of course. Please come.
I wanted to tell you it's not worth it. If we don't get Jaguar, so what? Who wants to be in business with people like that?
I was told everyone was on board.
I said no, and they voted when I left the room.
You're a good one, aren't you?
So you understand what I'm saying?
I'm all right. And thank you.
So you have a nice night, and I'm gonna go prepare. Say goodnight to your friend.
Good luck tomorrow.
It arouses deep emotions because it creates a desire, because it is by nature unattainable.
You look radiant, Joan. May I call you Joan?
I should hope so.
We're taught to think that function is all that matters, but we have a natural longing for this other thing.
I thought a woman with your complexion would look good in a movie.
You just seen that unattainable object speed by just out of reach. Because they do that, don't they? Beautiful things. Then I thought about a man of some means reading Playboy or Esquire. The difference is he can have a Jaguar.
God, I want to stop this episode.
Thank you for a wonderful time. You're a hell of a gal.
Oh, this car. This thing, Joan. What price would we pay? What behavior would we forgive? If they weren't pretty, if they weren't temperamental, if they weren't beyond our reach and a little out of our control, would we love them like we do? Jaguar. At last, something beautiful you can truly own.
What?
Mr. Draper's here to see you.
Why'd you tell him I was here? He's your boss. You should see him.
Oh.
I wanted to tell you it's not worth it. Who wants to be in business with people like that?
How'd it go?
We'll see. It was one of his good ones. Come over here.
Maybe later.
What an image.
What?
Like she enters a room with all
Where are you
men.
from? Turn around, please.
This episode is my
Step close,
nightmare.
And turn around, please.
Yeah.
You know, I would have taken you anywhere.
Well, no,
God, what is happening?
food's too bad.
God, what is happening?
He sung your praises while he was yelling at me that the work wasn't as good anymore.
That was my first account.
And all I want to know is, you must have heard some pretty terrible things about me from Don Draper's mouth. But why would you want to play for the other team?
It's not a game. It's my career.
God.
Look, I need
What?
I looked at your book, and I saw somebody who was writing like every product was for them. No cliches, no homilies, no formula.
Well, I had a lot of help.
Everybody does. So I lied to you. What do you want to get paid? You already know you want to go. You know how much you'll do it for. And you didn't make me wait. I'm going to do you the same favor. If this is your last meeting.
One more person needs to go with me. We need to bring Ken.
You're here.
I
I bet you were great.
I bet you were too.
The difference is I want
Yeah.
you to get it.
Stop it.
Well, you get to disappear for work whenever you want. And if I have to choose between you and that, I'll choose you. But I'll hate you for it.
You know I don't want you to fail.
Good. Because I'm not going to. Miss Olsen wants to see you.
What the fuck is happening in this episode? Is this not a season finale? What am I watching?
Darcy's out.
Says who?
Arthur's girl told me on the QT. She said he was in his office crying.
Jaguar's calling the president of every agency. Dancer just got a big no thanks.
Darcy's out too.
Get the partners in my office and wait for further instructions.
Roger Sterling's office.
I want all the partners here.
You can't leave him on hold.
Joan.
Where's Pete?
Joan is the partner. Then he's gonna know.
Hello, Hugh. How are you this morning? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. We like him too. Well, that is terrific news.
Bravo. Spectacular.
Great. We'll be over this afternoon to kiss the bride. He said it wasn't even close.
John, shall we address the men?
Shall we address the men?
Congratulations.
You want to talk to me?
Are you not busy?
I'm not in the mood.
You really have no idea when things are good, do you? I swear, I don't really need to talk right now.
Very good, Nick. Is this about Joan being my partner?
What?
The circumstances. She's been with us 13 years.
I want you to know that the day you saw something in me, my life changed. And since then, it's been my privilege to not only be at your side, but to be treated like a protege. And for you to be my mentor and my champion. I think I've reached a point where it's time for me to have a new experience.
Really?
I'm giving my notice. I've accepted another offer.
Are you done?
My last day will be the 3rd. And don't think...
He thinks she just wants another offer.
yeah.
She's
been
done, my
crazy
boy.
around
She's
here,
done.
and I know I've been taking you for granted, and frankly, I'm impressed. You finally picked the right moment to ask for a raise.
God, this is the reason why she's leaving.
Come on.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. Well, good for you. Where are you going?
Cutler, Gleason, and Shaw.
What is happening?
Okay. Well, let's pretend I'm not responsible for every single good thing that's and you tell me the number or make one up, and I'll beat it.
Ah, that's not what the money's for.
There's no number?
No.
How long do you want to play this out?
I'm sorry.
No, there is no number.
You know this is what you would do.
You don't need to wait until the 3rd. There's a room full of freelancers out there. I'll get by.
Good.
I understand.
Baby girl.
stranger.
What is happening?
That's it.
I can't stop crying. Treba mi maravice. Ubru se. Moram da ubijem nekoga.
Well, hello.
Hello. This should tell you everything about the episode, really.
It's safe to say that, like, we not only that we have not watched the next episode that we planned to watch, honestly, we have not even given you a review yesterday.
No.
So here we are, 24 hours later.
Exactly 24 hours later.
Literally 24 hours later, because, like, we had things to do during the day. We couldn't find time to film.
Yeah. And
so
we were not filming anything today.
No.
We are just filming
That
this
was the plan.
review because we were shells of humans.
I think we
for
didn't
like
speak-
an hour here. We were not even speaking to each
No,
other.
I don't think we have spoken to each other at all, literally.
I was going through like an existential crisis, I think. I'm not sure what's happening.
I feel like I was feeling overwhelmed
Yeah.
with everything like I have seen. Like, I think my brain wasn't processing, you know what I mean? Everything.
No, I was in...
So neither of us wanted to film that review yesterday. We weren't able to talk about it.
No, literally. It was just like increments in every half an hour. I'm like, can you believe what just happened? And she's like, no. And then another 30 minutes
I'm
of
like,
silence.
I am speechless.
And then again, can you believe? That's it. That's our review.
That's it. Yeah.
We were shocked at that point.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is one of the best episodes of Batman.
This could have been a series finale for me.
I struggle to find a better episode.
Like this was
insane.
This was an insane episode. This was in many ways a horrific episode, a horror show.
Definitely not the episode I was excited about before we played. Yeah, God, I was so excited. I have no idea how excited I was.
Now I understand like why there were so many comments underneath that one person that said like, then you're gonna really like this episode or whatever, and like there were many comments being like, delete this. I was like, it's not that serious. I was like thinking, oh my God, it's going to be an episode that concentrates more on Joan. Like maybe she's getting divorced. And so like it's more about her. And so like, you know, all fun and games.
Nothing fun. No games.
Nothing could have prepared me. You know what I mean? If anything, like I was even less prepared.
Yeah. Because of the state that we played that episode in, you know, like we were making the review and we're like, let's do it quickly. Let's make this review as short. Like we want to watch the next episode. Next episode about Joan. Like so excited.
A hairy episode.
Yeah.
Like this followed a hairy episode.
Literally.
Who would have thought? Do you understand the things that they put in this episode? Each and every single storyline in of itself would have like broken me down.
Yeah.
And you just like placed all of this in one. And I was like supposed to talk about it afterwards. Like, there was nothing in me. I don't know where to begin. Like I think somehow like when the show is said and done, and like I think of Mad Men, like this is gonna be one of the main things that I think about this episode specifically, because I think like in a lot of ways it like encapsulates a lot of like what Mad Men is and like where Mad Men thrives for me, which is like the roles of women and like their also roles in society and how different all the women that we have in the show are like from each other. And so like this episode was just it was just that on steroids.
Literally.
And so like, you know, the two big chunks in this episode, I mean, there was also like, you know, a little bit of a Megan part there, but like the two big chunks were Joan and Peggy.
Like
and
two girls that like we have, which storylines we have always compared with each other, with how different they have always been, you know. And I think that this episode pretty well explained everything that like we were constantly talking about.
Yeah, like what the difference is between the two of them and like their
how
role
they
in
go
society
through
and
life,
yeah, and like how one accepts their role in society and like tries to make the best out of it, and the other one is constantly breaking walls around her.
And like she broke another one in this
Did
episode.
I always thought that Peggy was gonna quit.
Yeah.
We talked about this so often. I think like especially like I feel like during season 4, I think because like that's when we met CGC, not CDC, CGC.
Maybe.
That's when we met them, and so like I thought definitely like she's gonna go to them, but like we finished season 4 and then like I somehow forgot about them and like I didn't think about them any further, even though like both of us always had in mind that she's gonna quit at a certain point, you know. Like I just played this episode randomly, like I did not understand that this is about to be the episode where like Peggy leaves the company.
No, honestly, wouldn't like even if you asked me if she's gonna leave by the end of the season, I would have said no.
Yeah,
I somehow, I don't know why, imagine it to be so much later in the show, you know. Like I like, even though now thinking about it, like we had clues, like many instances, like they've been talking about the pact between her and Ken, like how they're gonna leave, how this or that, and like you have like you can feel it. You can definitely feel it with everything that is happening in the office around her and how she has progressed so much, but like it doesn't feel that she can progress anymore between those men. And Don has lost interest. You know, like with Megan and everything, he has become distant. He has not become engaged. He has not become somebody who is gonna push her, somebody she can learn from, somebody who inspires her at this point.
I mean, he himself is not really working.
No,
you know?
not at
so
all. Like has no motivation about anything. So she was like stuck. She was really stuck in that moment. So like I now thinking about it, it makes perfect sense that this is a time to leave.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not just about the fight. It's not about being unappreciated in that moment. Like that has happened before. Like I'm so happy that like she has left in this moment like this. But like, she would have not been able to progress in her career in like within herself. Yeah. Anymore here.
Yeah.
You know?
She wanted better for herself. And again, she, like you said, I think the main purpose of her leaving here is because she values this job and she likes what she does and she wants to be better at it. And so like she wants to progress. And that's why she needs to leave in order to be able to progress. Of course, people here in the office and like she herself have been like undervalued and unappreciated, and like Dawn was blind to like a lot of it, you know. And like the straw, I guess, that broke the camel's back is Dawn here throwing money at her, like throwing money in her face, which was incredibly disrespectful and low, and
the way in front of everybody.
Yeah, like moment. And there just was not a point now for her to stay any longer.
Like she said, there is no money in the world. Meaning like first I like that connected with the sentence when he said about
that's
the money.
That's what the money is for.
Like you never say
thank you.
And he said that's what the money is for.
There's no money.
And then she now says there is no money in the world, you know. And I mean we'll get to that, you know. But yeah, I think it's about not being appreciated and not moving forward at all within this wall with him next to her, you know. again, I think fight is a fight. I think she values him, she respects him, she appreciates him, she cares for him, he's a friend to her, you know. But it's like, I don't think she would have left if she saw progress, if she thought she's gonna get better here.
Like if
she
there was a
respects the
reason
job.
to stay,
Yeah.
she would have like
Yeah,
taken
so.
it.
Even though I could not be happier that she left, especially in an episode like this. Yeah.
I think like if that wasn't happening simultaneously, the thing that we were watching, I don't know what I would like have felt mentally. It would have been a very difficult episode to watch.
It still was.
Yeah,
To me,
it still was. But
honestly.
like there was this, again, because of this other story, like that kept my head above water in many ways. Literally, I could not have been prouder for any single person. And the moment where she's just like walking towards the elevator and like the music starts playing and like it's very this like a very after like such an episode like a very it's the
way they end
yeah,
it.
I know the song, I just don't know what it,
Yeah,
no, you really got me going, you know, I have no idea also what is the budget for that, because that's a very famous song. But like it's like a very happy positive song that like there's a lot of, let's say, hope about the future, and she's excited. But like the scene that is gonna haunt me for life, I think, is the scene between her and Dawn in the office when she quits.
God, what a scene. Like, I honestly can't wait to rewatch the scene, to see it again. But like, what a scene. The Dawn's reaction to it, Dawn's, I don't know the actor's name, John's acting in that scene, it was fucking perfect. And the kiss on top of it, like the kiss when he kissed her hand at the end, like it felt like you were watching like him go through all the stages.
A million emotions crossed his face in like 30 seconds.
Actually, he was first laughing. Denial. Actually. Fucking denial.
Actually, all 5 stages agree.
Literally. Then he was angry. Then he did everything to... or first he did everything to make her stay. Then he was angry. And then the like moment when he accepts and kisses her hand, just...
I don't like that.
No words.
That ruined me.
Honestly, that like...
That
was fucking perfect, honestly. Like, I don't know how the writers thought of that in that moment somehow. Like, I can't think of the better thing that could have happened in that moment.
Because like it's such they have such a special relationship that like I struggle to, like, I cannot put a name to it. They're not friends. They're not lovers. They're not
family.
Like I don't know.
They're not the co-workers.
No, but they have like they share a very intimate relationship of like knowing each other and understanding each other. So like it's a very that like moment of kissing her hand was for their relationship perfect, because like it's that sort of like intimacy without like any romantic connotation whatsoever. It was just
in my opinion.
There literally could have been nothing else that he could have done. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even know how like they came up with that, because like I like how do you, it's such a difficult scene to write, I think, because like there's such weight to it. So like how do you end that scene? You know, like how do you, what do you do? And like I think it would have been easy for him to, you know, stay angry and then like for her to just like tell him don't be a stranger and leave, and then like he is still, you see in his face that he is like sad and angry still, but like that was it, and they didn't do that, and they went with like, because like when he started speaking very angrily and like harshly, understand, you know, and I thought like we were gonna leave it like that, sort of like on a, let's say, bitter feeling, even though if they left it like that, I would have understood, and I know Peggy would have understood as well, that like it's not,
I mean, it's an open ending. It's not like it's the end of the show. I would have felt maybe a bit of anger in that moment, but like I would have understood, because like I know how he is feeling, and also I feel like it's an open for the future. Like we're gonna see the different reaction from him in the future when he sees her. after some time or something like that. That's what I expected. So like that's why when she like gave him a hand to shake his hand, like I was like, I cannot believe it. Like, are you really not gonna shake her hand? You know, like that. I thought it, like that, like, it's gonna be so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then he took the hand, but like I don't know, just that moment, I think that was one of the best moments in Mad Men so far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Again, because like it came off the back of him like being like now all angry and like...
And he's angry, but like he's
course.
heartbroken. He's more heartbroken than he's angry.
Yeah.
You know, he's more in that moment sad.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, it's a thing like, you know, Don takes things for granted. You know, when they are there, even if he cares about them, he takes it for granted. And so like humans just do that, and like it's a tragic thing, but like a thing is, you know, eventually gonna leave and you are gonna have some regret about it. And so just like, I don't know, it was literally the most perfect scene of the show. I don't know, her reaction to that as well.
Yeah.
And also saying like, don't be a stranger.
No.
I literally, I have no words for that scene.
Yeah.
Like, it's about to haunt me in the most perfect way. Like, I love how they
like,
did.
Couldn't have been done better.
No.
That part couldn't have been done better.
I don't even know, like, what the show looks like. We're definitely gonna follow her, but like, I think like the show is just gonna look so different now in my mind. Like, I remember like in The Good Wife, like there was also like I also thought, how are we gonna, like, after, I think that was in the middle of season 4, like when Alicia left and then like Will and the rest are in this company, Alicia's another company. I like, my mind could not comprehend like what are we gonna follow? How are we gonna follow them here, there?
And then you know that like that's it. It's not like you think like, oh, she's gonna come back. No, she's not gonna come back. I don't think she's ever gonna come back, you know? You're now following 2 separate storylines that like are gonna probably occasionally collide, you know?
I'm sure that they're gonna be like seeing each other, because like we know that, you know, constantly companies are fighting for advertising, companies are fighting for like the same client, and so like, you know, we will meet in the middle of the hallway, passing each other, and like this is about to be, I think this is so great for the show, and it makes sense that they wouldn't make Peggy leave like at the end of the show, because I think there's like such a story to tell with them like going up against each other, sort of like, you know, Don versus a person that like he has helped raise in many ways, like as sort of this competition, like has the student surpassed the master?
I mean, yes, and like I am so happy that like we are now gonna see her grow outside of this company, outside of the same people who we have watched respect her or disrespect her in many more occasions, you know?
I don't think this new company is any different, you know, than like...
Yeah, I know, company. But like she's coming, she's coming as a zero. She's coming from the start, you know, the guy who pitched, let's say, her, how to say that, who... I don't know.
Like had an interview with her. We know him. I just thought I forgot his name.
But like he showed her respect in that moment. He even when she asked for 18,000 a year, he showed her respect for with giving her 19,000 a year. Yeah, you know. Like gave her even more money, and I think that's a good start.
You know. Again, I think that shows how valuable she is, and she could be treated differently there, because like in this company, like she started from a secretary and like made her way up every day, and here she already comes as like
a made person.
Yeah, like a fully fledged out copywriter, you know.
Who Don made. Yeah. I mean, Don is very respected with them, and like she was his protege, whatever the name is.
Protege.
Yeah. So like, I think that is also the reason why they would respect her, why they would be happy that she's here, because they have something of him, of his, you know.
Definitely. But like she's gonna do what she always does, just like carve her own path.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm so excited to see. That's why to see her advance as her own person outside of Dawn. Like she's not Dawn's right hand anymore. She's gonna be her own, and I can't wait to see that, honestly. Like if she fought and got to this point right now against all odds, without anything, you know, only her skills for copywriting, you can imagine how much more she can progress. in the future.
I am so happy and excited for her, and like just the future is so bright, and I like it brings me so much joy to be able to see like where her story goes and like how far she comes.
I feel like we have been circling constantly because
we talk more about how happy I am.
Saying same sentences over and over again because there is another story to cover.
I might cry again.
Literally.
First, I think the story was great. I think what they like wanted to tell with the story and like how they did it was very strong and like very visceral, and like it makes you feel angry,
helpless.
Yeah, and like see, immediately I have no idea.
How is it
it was so much easier to talk about Peggy than it is to talk about this. Okay, we'll start from the top. Pete and Ken went to meet with the Jaguar guy. I think it was very funny that I don't see many Jaguar cars. Like it's not I don't know if people drive it a lot in wherever you're from. They don't drive it a lot in Serbia. I remember one time I was in a Jaguar. I called Uber basically. And the guy was insane, like in the terms of like driving. He was doing 150 in the middle of Knez Milosha, where you can drive like 50 max. I'm talking kilometers. He was driving 150 and he kept like putting his seatbelt like behind him, and then he sees the police and he's like over. He passes the police and he like puts it behind him, and I'm like, me and my friend are like in the back seat, like he was driving so fast, and I had a horrible experience in a Jaguar. So like I was like not feeling comfortable seeing a Jaguar. I will never see Jaguar and feel okay about it. I think
we saw a Jaguar an hour ago,
and I was driving. We were in traffic, and I was looking at the car in front of me, and I have not seen a Jaguar. Here it is in front of me. And I was like, I cannot believe this. So like I understand this is a TV show, but like it will not help my disdain for Jaguar. They met up with the guy who was sleazy, and I mean,
if you ask me, I look like Tony Soprano.
Oh my God, literally look like
did
Tony
you think
Soprano. No, I did not.
You did not? No. I wanted to say that moment, guy.
He looked like Tony.
Yeah.
I did not, but like now when you mentioned, I was like, I was having his face in front of me, completely
hair,
sleazy,
body type, everything.
Oh my God, literally Tony Soprano.
Like I think like the
maybe they did it like on purpose, yeah.
The way he dresses, the way he talks.
He'll even look like a guy that had like a necklace. Yeah. I'm not sure if he had one, but like he looked like he could have had like chains. I don't know him. There's like no point to speak about him without like he's just a creep. But he asked for Joan, and again like just the simple act of being so comfortable to ask tells you a lot about this time and the way that they have treated women. That like he felt no problem like saying this. And Ken and Pete, I mean Ken, bless him.
Yeah,
I love him.
Me too.
He's my favorite. I have no bad words to say about Ken. I mean Ken is racist, but like again everyone in the show is racist. Like the bar is different for this. So like Ken in comparison to everyone is like he's miles above them. He cannot even see them. They're like dirt beneath his feet. But Pete in that moment, he's very desperate to get the Jaguar, and he is gonna make this happen. He is gonna make this happen because in his mind, like he said something along the lines of like sort of like everyone here had to do something that was like demeaning or whatever, and we got much less for it, or whatever.
He said,
so
I think he said something like we all made mistakes of doing something and got
like
nothing
that.
for it. Like he could not even comprehend how is this not.
Yeah. Like he was. I don't think he was like grasping necessarily like the wrongness of the situation in many ways. Like I think he was like whore someone out for like the company. Yeah. Of course we should, like there is no questions asked, like I'm gonna whore him out, her out, him out,
Curse himself out.
yeah, like he would have, he would have,
definitely.
like there was like nothing, and so like he had no problems in going and asking Joan.
I mean, he did it perfectly. in
Yeah,
my
like
opinion. The way he approached her and the way he talked about her, and then how he put a blame on her for losing something so big for the company, to the company losing something so big because she couldn't just like do this one thing to help the company. So now she's gonna go and talk to all the employees and tell them this sad news about not getting so much, because like everybody would benefit from it. So
manipulation.
It was very frustrating manipulation. Like I honestly wanted to murder him at that point. I wanted to murder him during this whole episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even in the meeting after that with the partners, like the way he talked about it, the way he turned the situation, like
he spoke, he did it, the way that he did it perfectly is because like he said 92% truth, and then like he added, she seems interested, or like the door is open, and like he invented 50,000 or whatever.
It was his idea. Yeah. It was her idea.
He moved the chess pieces in a way where like the partners then are gonna like start talking about it as like a possibility, and then like things are gonna occur in the way that he wants them to occur. He did that perfectly.
Absolutely perfectly.
Sociopath.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that scene with 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Was a nightmare for me. Like, I don't think I have ever hated the 4 of them more. I exclude Dawn because Dawn immediately was like, no, and didn't want to hear any of it. So, and left the room. So, like, everything that I say about the men in this episode excludes Dawn. Because he was not that insane.
In this episode.
Like, he has his faults. I mean, he threw money in like Peggy's face in this episode. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. But I literally, if I had a bomb, that room would have gone off. You don't understand. Like, I saw red. It was all that I saw, and it was just red.
I think I was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed of all the emotions and anger and not understanding and like not believing that this is something that I'm about to watch.
I think both of us started hysterically laughing at certain points.
Because it just kept going, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't believe what actually is happening and how Pete is doing it perfectly for
I know.
Like I honestly can't even name all the feelings that like I had.
Not nice
in those
ones.
moments.
Like, take all unpleasant feelings a person can feel, and I think I was going through all the emotions.
Like, laugh was definitely not because something was funny.
No.
Nothing was funny.
No.
Definitely not Roger.
That pains me on another level. And I'm not sure who to blame for this. My disappointment is immeasurable. When Pete said the idea or whatever for the first time, I think, okay, yes, when Pete said, like, he wanted Joan for the night, and, like, Roger then said, I hope you told him to, like...
fuck off, yeah.
Basically, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. People have not, like, lost their minds. But his reaction afterwards has been... And I think this is on the writers. I personally think this is on the writers because, like, he didn't have any reaction, in a way, one way or another. I mean, he was like... I'm not okay with this, leave me out of this. He sort of like washed his hands off of it, but like considering what the history of his and Joan's relationship is, I think the writers messed up there for not like letting him have more. Like, if you're gonna like go there of him being okay with this, then go all the way. But like otherwise he cannot be okay with this, and he has to be like very angry, and like they just give him he's like nowhere, you know what I mean?
He was in my mind a bit angry, but like I didn't like his reaction. You know, like he was like, if this is gonna happen, okay, but I will not pay for this.
Yes.
what? Like that is somehow to me the worst thing that he, you know what I mean?
It's all of that made me feel disgusting.
I will
but
not
like
feel like
I felt
she's
like
like
you're
she's
gonna feel more hurt about the person that like knows you more. Like I cannot feel you Bert.
who the care,
Who the
who
fuck
fuck
like
cares?
Bert and like Joan don't have like that type of a dynamic. Of course, Bert is gonna be like, well, it's like, but like for Roger, who had such a relationship with Joan, in which like I thought there was like, you know, love and respect, for him to act this way has been so disappointing. So, and again, like I just think this is a bit on the writers, because like he wasn't even one of the focal points whose reaction we followed in this when he should have been. Like he has the closest relationship to Joan. Like she said in the when she was talking to, I don't know, was it Pete, whoever, like was Roger also okay with this or something like that, you know?
Yeah, somebody said that.
Yeah, and so like his reaction being like he didn't, you know, there was not even a scene in where like they look at each other and like he looks guilty, or like there was no such scene, you know? And I don't understand that personally, because like we have established a relationship between the two of them. And so like like there's a scene, you know, when Dawn at the end like looks over at her and realizes everything that has happened, but like you don't see a scene where like she looks over at Roger in, let's say, disappointment as well, that like he could sit in this room and like talk about how they're gonna like sell her off to this man. Like there was no such scene, and like I think that was necessary and they didn't do it. So I think that's personally on the writers.
Yeah, I agree. Somehow this was the worst for me.
Yeah.
You know, somehow even that sentence that like he is not paying for it was for me horrible. Like he can pay for her. I don't know how to explain that. Like that is what she was to him. That is how it felt to me.
I mean, he could have said like, I'm not paying for it, as in like, I don't want to participate in this.
I would have loved if he said, I don't want to participate in this. It's just like the wording
I understand.
in an episode where we are talking constantly about how men in this time are owning women, you know?
Yeah.
Like his verbalization of, I'm not going to participate in it, said so wrongly with me.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that like I hated it. I hated it. Like you said, like even if he was like, I mean, if that's her decision, I don't care, you know, or like any of it, you know, somehow just like that. If he said like, you should have made it one way or the other. This way, him saying I don't want to participate in it, but like you, to me, somehow with the wording, I don't want to pay for it. Made that they put the stain on their relationship.
Yeah,
that like I really loved.
Me too.
Throughout this whole show, like was
Me
one
too.
of my like not like favorite relationships, you know. So like I really did not like that. I'm really sad for it.
No, I'm really like I'm very disappointed about it.
Yeah.
Like I like that. I mean, Roger was not basically in this at all, but like that little thing bothered me a lot.
Because like they could have made, I don't know why they just didn't make him be like, I don't want to participate in it, I'm not gonna just like Dawn, you know what I mean? Like even if you didn't go after and pursued her and told her anything,
even if he didn't like run after her for her to change her mind or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
that's like her mind.
That's fine.
Yeah,
because like at the end of the day, like the choice.
She's
making
this is absolutely hers. Yeah, she's making her own decisions, and like he's not gonna influence and try to change her mind, you know. But I would have preferred if he just left and then like it ended up being like the three of them, you know, making this decision.
Yeah.
You know?
But like that did not occur that way, and so like I was very, again, the only word I can tell you is disappointed. I really was disappointed, and again, like that is the one thing, like in an otherwise perfect episode that I think like the writers messed up. Again, they could have gone worse with Roger. You know what I mean? Like they could have made me hate him more, but they just did nothing. And like that didn't make sense to me based on like, what the relationship they had.
Yeah, to me, they I'm not gonna say destroyed the relationship, but like
They cheapened it.
They cheapened it. They definitely cheapened it. Yeah.
And
That's
like
word.
that makes me sad.
That's very sad. Yeah, that's very disappointing. We also had Lane participation in this whole situation where he went and pursued her and talked to her. Yeah. And told her what they talked about. And the only thing that he told her was that she should not accept this offer of 50,000 because she could get much more with asking for the partnership in the company.
Yeah, I mean, Lane has dug himself into a hole, and like that hole keeps sinking, and so like he is a desperate man, and I can tell you certainty almost that like if he was not in this hole with this debt and everything, and like they came with this idea that he would be against it.
Absolutely against it.
I can say that with certainty, really, because like they have a friendship. And I think he respects her and likes her, and like I don't think he would want to disrespect her in any way. But because like he is in this type of a situation, he was thinking about himself and, you know, in a way selling her out. Like you can see the guilt in his face as he is telling her this. Like he is not proud of himself for like covering himself, because like they cannot give the 50,000 to her because like that's the money that he took some of, and like he cannot extend the line of credit anymore, and so like it works for him to give her like 5% stake in the company, because like then he doesn't have to like give her anything immediately from the company. So like he can also feel better about himself for making her do this, because like in the long run this is better for her to like have 5% stake rather than like 50,000 immediately, because like that's just, you know, continuous money that like she's gonna own, and like
with the company that's gonna grow in the
but
future.
again, like this the I mean, just imagine being in Joan's shoes, and they even approach you with this, and they all basically voted for it, that they're gonna offer this to you, and like what that tells about how they see you
and how they respect you.
Yeah, and like I think it was so very obvious that she's gonna do it. Because like I think, you know, she works very hard, and like she works very hard to like always, you know, prove her worth in this company. They still come to her as this sort of like sexual being, and that's how they see her, and like that is simply how. At that point, I think she realized that is simply how they're gonna see her, regardless of anything that she does. And the men are never gonna like truly respect her. And so I think at that point, she thought about taking care of herself and taking care of her son. You know, having a 5% stake in this company is gonna be very important to her. And so, as always, she decided to play the game. Like, this is where she is right now. This is the way that the system has been built. This is the way they're going to treat her. This is the way that they're going to look at her. And so, like, she is going to take what she can from it.
And that is the thing that she has been doing since the moment that we have met her, in my mind, just like in different ways. From a second that like we met her character, she has used her sexuality and the system to get things. Yeah, to improve, to rise, to all of what the system has put on her. She has used that against it. You know what I mean? And this was just another time, another like opportunity that she saw in this, in the same way that she has seen it. Like she has grown up with it. Yeah, that's how she lived through her whole life. So she took it.
I mean, again, that's what we talk about, like working in the confines of this system that you are like forced to participate in, like where, you know, Peggy is trying to break down walls.
It's breaking down walls.
Yeah. And like Joan is just trying to survive within those walls, you know, and
Yeah.
Betty has succumbed to those walls. And like it's like, you know, three storylines that I think are so perfect. And I think it was a great storyline here for Joan. It's just like one that is so very frustrating.
It is so heartbreaking to me that the fact, in my personal opinion, watching this show, and I don't think the show has hidden it, that she is holding this company, that she is leading this company, that they don't know how to order a cake without her, they don't know how to count without her, they don't know anything to do anything without her, and yet the way that she gets the partnership is through her sexuality and not through the work that she has been doing for, let's say, 13 years.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, honestly, that was heartbreaking to me, for her to know that is how she gets this. You
And
know?
again, realistic, just completely realistic. She did the only thing that she could, which was use that to her benefit, because like the system is not changing.
Yeah.
So like, let's get something out of this. I am excited to see like where her storyline goes from now, like having a bigger position in the company.
A vote.
Yeah, having a vote. Because like I think, you know, by opening this door also for herself, like, and by being so capable, I think like she can really come far and advance and hopefully leave this godforsaken place. Because I do not want her to be in the room with them.
You have no idea how much I would want her story to end by fighting this at the end. You know what I mean? By fighting through this. You know, by getting what she got with this type of life. You know, and getting everything through her sexuality.
Yeah.
And owning all of it and leaving with it. Like, just like Peggy left now, you know, I want that for her so much. And it's not gonna, of course it's gonna happen later in my mind. I mean, they don't have to do it. They can just like leave her character here like this. She's gonna rise at the end of it in any way she knows how. And she has risen so much. Remember in season 1, like
she's come very far.
She has come very far, but somehow for her, I really am hoping more than for anybody else that she's gonna actually leave them. I would really love that storyline. I think I'm gonna love the storyline regardless. I think I'm gonna love every storyline because like so far the show has not like disappointed me in any way. Like, okay, this now with Roger, but like that is not the storyline that they really actually care about.
Yeah.
Like that's that's
a small part,
a small and lovely side story of two people, you know. Which chemistry I liked, you know. But like the storylines that I really like are and care for are Peggy's, Betty's, and Joan's. And that's it. And like so far, the show has done them perfectly. And this episode has just concluded it more than any other, you know, for these two women at least. And Megan, a bit. I like that part of the episode as well, where she is fighting for something that she likes. She's going to acting classes, even though she does not have a support from her husband at all. Even though she has failed many times in acting as well, and she enters that audition, and the first thing that like those men who are sitting at
like
the
a
table,
literally harrowing vision. Not even a table, they're sitting on like a sofa. Like it looks sleazy immediately when she enters. Like they were really, I mean, they were on the nose with that, you know. Like it was horrifying. Like and they just told her to turn around.
Like they're not asking her about the name, about this, about her credits, or like what she did was anything. Like the first thing that they tell her is like turn around, you know.
Yeah, and again, like all of this happening in the backdrop of like Jaguar and like what they're doing with the commercial, and like talking about like the Jaguar being like your mistress and the other woman, and like how you wanna, you know, in a way own and control women. And that's like a lot of what this is. And like that's what a lot of like when you talk about sexism and inequality, that like that's what it comes down to, is like this type of control that you think that you can have over women. Like I think I like these days on Twitter, I don't know if you've seen this, but like it's God. Like you have the feature of, I hate even saying the name, Grok. The AI of Twitter. I have no fucking clue. But like there are men that are going underneath pictures of women that just like posted their picture, you know, and like are adding Grok or like dress her in a bikini or whatever, and then the Grok, whatever the fuck, does it. And like the internet is full of porn. You can go anywhere. You're like a click away from pictures of like women in bikinis that consented to have like pictures in bikinis taken. Like you are a click away, but like that's not the point of it. Much like the point of rape is not someone wanting to have sex, you know, it's about control and power. And that's all that it also is here. Like when you talk about, you know, Dawn not being happy that like Megan is going to auditions and like could potentially leave for 3 months if she gets this role or whatever. A lot of that is also about him not being able to have control over Megan then. Nuances of that are like always present in every storyline. Like I think even, this is actually unrelated, but like I thought like when Dawn, you know, Dawn this whole episode was very angry about like what they planned to do and like was not for it. There was even like a kind of a heartbreaking scene where he goes to Joan and like later on you find out that like, you know, he came in after it has already occurred. Like I don't think it made a difference. Like even if he came before she went through with it, it just made a difference to her to like know that, you know, he was not for it, and he did not want her to do this.
He did not participate in that conversation at all. And like that is that's gonna make a difference to her for their relationship.
Yeah, and she really appreciated it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm sure
it
that there
meant
was
a
like
lot to her.
Yeah, I'm sure there was like a lot of comfort in that he like was not willing to do that. But like even when like they were discussing this, like I thought it was you know, very good and very telling that like when Dawn is talking about like why they should not do it, he said like she's a wife and she's a mother. Like these two defining characteristics that like that's why you should not do it, because like she is a mother, so like in many ways like the Madonna, and you know, she's a wife also, like she's already someone's property, someone's ownership, so like we should not do that. Like it, you see that in so many aspects wherever you go when like they're talking about not sexualizing women because like they are already mothers or wives, and not just like because, you know, maybe don't fucking sexualize women at every step, you know. I also thought like that was a very good and important point. We had the whole episode like where they were talking about like women falling into two categories of women. Like, are they the Jackie Kennedy, right? Or are they Marilyn Monroe? Like these two
sexualized women and a mother.
And like a mother and wife. You know, like to these two things like don't like
nothing else.
They don't like overlaps for them. So like you cannot be one and the other. And one like deserves respect and whatever, and the other one no. So like I think even that was like a very important point, because Don at that point is, again, he was kind of the best of them, defending like not wanting Joan to do this, and like again, you know, the reasonings that he gives, like she's a wife and she's a mother. I also think like he had a stronger reaction to that, because like it is basically sex work, and his mother was a sex worker, and like I think he has like a lot of problems with that, with women that he like respects and cares about, you know, doing something that like would
not be respectful.
And so like I think like that was also the big reason like why he was against this. And also like I think he really thought that they are gonna win this Jaguar with this like very good tagline, commercial, whatever they came up with. I mean, what Ginsburg came up with. I think
so as well. I think I think the look he had at the end when he realized that John has actually done it, a big part of that was that like he was just like right now understanding that he was too late in that moment, but also I think partially because I think he was very proud of himself, because I think he thought he gave a good pitch, and like he did it perfectly, and they accepted it in spite of Joan not going through with it, you know, that like he showed that it was not necessary, that he himself as good enough.
Yeah.
And then in that moment, he's realizing that like that was not the reason why they made the pitch and why they got the account.
Yeah.
So like I think it was
was
partially
perfect.
a bit because of that as well.
Definitely.
Like we have talked for 55 minutes. It's more than like this whole episode is about. I mean, I'm honestly happy that like now, because I think the review is as good as it could have gotten. You know, like I think we try to like.
You would have gotten nothing yesterday.
Say all the points that like
Nothing.
were very impactful in the episode. That like was perfect. Literally, loved everything about it. So honestly, at the end of the day, I am happy that we have not filmed it yesterday,
Yes,
because
me
like
too.
it would be maybe
It would be
30
a shit
minutes
show.
of nothing.
It would be a shit show.
You know, so I guess this is much better. So yeah,
It is. That's it.
the next time we will be watching, it's gonna be in maybe 10 days.
I'm excited to sit with this.
Me too, honestly. Me too, honestly. I'm so happy that like this is the episode where we stop for a while.
I'm telling you, this could have been a series finale for me. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Thanks so much for watching.
We'll see you very soon. Bye.